All right, good morning, guys. All right, so here I'm under Kian's Google Classroom. So I'm going to go to Google and click on his Google Classroom link. You're going to click on your class, go to classwork, and here you've got week 6 moved up to the top. Today I'm going to go over your first 3 assignments. So the first one is social studies. I'm going to go to view assignment. And the instructions say go through the slide presentation and type on the slides with questions. Then you're going to turn in when you are finished. So you're going to click on over here where it says your work. It's going to be the Google Slides. It'll say your name. Click on that. And when this opens, you are going to read about oil in Texas from Studies Weekly 27. And so you click on each slide and you read what's there. Then when you get to a slide that has a question, you're going to click and you can double click in there, and then it says, what the question is, and you type in your response. All of these are coming from the reading. So if you're not sure, go back to the previous slide and make sure you're looking and reading and rereading through there to make sure you got your answer correct. Whenever you write, please turn your answer into a complete sentence. So when it says, what is another name for oil? You would say, another name for oil is. What is a geologist? You would say, a geologist is. So make it into a complete sentence. And so that's all for social studies. So once you're done, you're just going to click X on the Google Slides. You're going to come back here and you're going to click Turn In. There's nothing to add or create. It's already there. Just turn it in just like it is. Once you're done with that, you're going to go back to classwork. And next step is reading. You're going to go to View Assignment. This says, after reading a fictional story of your choice, you will sit down and explore the menu at the 4th Street Cafe and share your learning from the story. Type your responses into the menu selections Google Doc. Make sure you turn it in when you're done. So you have a choice. There's a few stories down here. You get to pick one. So I'm just going to pick this first one here. So when you click on this, you're going to read, this is Alice's birthday cake. It's a fictional story, so you're going to read through this. And then once you're done, there's nothing to do with this. It's just to read it. You're going to go back to your other links. And again, it said just one, so you don't have to read every story unless, if you want to, that's great, but you don't have to. You're going to click on the cafe. And this has a menu of things that you're going to pick. So it says you're going to pick one appetizer to complete before reading. You're going to choose a main dish to complete during reading. And then last but not least, pick 2 after reading desserts. So here are the appetizers. So you're going to pick one of these to do. The main dishes are right here. And then you're going to pick, it says pick 2 reading desserts. So you're going to pick 2 of these. So you get to choose which one. You could do the theme tres leches cake. You could do author's purpose apple pie. It's your choice. So you pick under that category. And then where you do your responses, you click these other documents up here on the top here. And this is where you'll write in. So where you're going to put your name at the top, and then it says appetizer selection. So whatever appetizer you picked, you type in that title right here so I know which one that you're doing. And then your response goes down here. Here's your main dish selection, your dessert selection. You remember you got 2 desserts, so there's 2 on here. And so you type in your responses there. And then this just goes over, this is just all the directions together. So here's the three links here. Here's the response. So these also have links that you can use. So either way, but make sure before you go back to this and turn in, make sure the Google document that has your reading responses, make sure that's what's done before you go and click turn in. All right, so that's reading. That's going to be, there's only one reading lesson, so make sure you complete that all the way through to get your full credit. And then writing, go to view assignment. Writing says it's a Seesaw activity, so you're going to mark it as done whenever you finish and submit the activity. So whenever you go, let me click guides here. Whenever you go to your Seesaw and you go to activities, it says reading assignment, but it's the writing one that we're talking about. So you're going to click add response. And whenever you click on this, it has words up here. So look at the directions. It says study the big rule, and then read the words in the box, read the story, and then complete the activities. So the big rule, it talks about what to do with these vowels. And so, what to do with the vowel E when it's at the end of a word. So these right here all have an E at the end. So you're going to read through, and then at the end, you're going to fill in using those words. Here, these have questions. So it says read the story, answer the questions. So comprehension questions right here. You can use the text box or you can use the drawing tool. But when you use the drawing tool, make sure it's easy to read, what answer you chose. And then here, same thing, you're going to read the rule, and then you're going to look at the choices, and you're going to fill in the choices. Here, choose 3 words from the word bank, write a sentence. So when it says sentence, we're looking for everything that a sentence should have: capitalization, correct punctuation, subject, predicate, all of that. And then here, this last page, the rules are up here. So make sure you follow the rule. It tells you if a word ends in this, here's what you do. And then you're going to use the text box to add them in. Try to use the text box instead of the drawing tool whenever you're writing out the words, so that it's easy to read on our part. All right, so once you finish that activity, you'll turn that in. So we'll see that you're done on Seesaw. Then once you finish the Seesaw activity, then you can go back to Google Classroom and you can mark as done. A lot of people are marking these done, and then I have to go into Seesaw and I go try to find your work, and it's not complete. So make sure you mark done after you finish, not before. All right, so that is your first 3 lessons. So social studies, reading, and writing. Please let your teacher know if you have any questions, and tomorrow I'll go over the science and math. All right, bye guys.